Hello children, and welcome to mychildstorytime.com Storytime. And today I'm going to read you a wonderful new story that I wrote called A New Home for Michael. All these stories are available on our new CD called My Child Storytime Volume 1. Be sure to check it out. But first, would you like to see Michael? He's a sweet little bird. Let's go see Michael and then I'll read you the story. All right? Come on. This is singing cockatiel. A New Home for Michael by Manny Rose. Me. Opening scene. Carlos was home talking to his baby cockatiel. It was a cool fall day in New York City. Carlos was in his apartment getting ready for his trip to Puerto Rico. The last thing he had to do was to bring his cockatiel Michael over to his friend's house. Michael was singing a happy song. "I'm going to miss you, Michael," said Carlos. "Manuel has a nice big house out in the country. He'll take very good care of you." Carlos gave Michael a kiss on the head, returned him to his cage, took him in the car, and left. After a long ride, they arrived in Manuel's house. It was a beautiful home in upstate New York. Carlos rang the doorbell and waited. Ding dong! Manuel came down the stairs and opened the door. "Carlos, how are you?" "Manuel, ¿cómo estás?" Carlos said. Come in, Manuel said. Carlos brought Michael and some bags of food inside the house. "Manuel, I really appreciate this." "Oh, don't mention it, Carlos." No, really. I don't like flying, and I didn't want anything to happen to him." "Rest assured, we'll take good care of Michael while you're away," said Manuel. "I know you will. Listen, he's got plenty of food. It should last him a month." "You're going to be gone that long, Carlos?" Manuel said. "Oh, I shouldn't. But just in case. Okay, Manuel?" Sure, you got it, Carlos. I hope your mom gets better." Carlos said one last goodbye to Michael and left for the airport. He didn't know if he was coming back. His mother sounded very sick on the phone. Besides, Carlos didn't have much to come home to. Meanwhile, back in Manuel's house, the whole family was trying to cheer Michael up. It was obvious that Michael missed his owner, Carlos. Missy, Manuel's 9-year-old daughter, was in his room talking to Michael. "What's the matter, Michael? Don't you like it here?" Just then, Manuel walked into the room. "Hello, Boo-Boo, how are you?" "Daddy!" Missy jumped into her daddy's arms and gave him a great big hug and kiss. "Daddy, Michael's not singing. He just stays in his corner, and when I go near him, he hisses at me like this." "Oh, that's because he doesn't know you, Boo-Boo." "I don't think he likes us, Daddy." "No, he's just sad, that's all. He misses Carlos, you know." "Oh, but he's so cute. I want to just cuddle him and kiss him." I know. Listen, just give him some time and he'll come around. All right? right, Daddy." "Is he eating?" said Manuel. "He ate a little bit," Missy said. "Oh, that's good. Listen, Mommy said supper will be ready in 10 minutes, so leave him alone and go eat. All right?" "Oh, all right, Daddy." 2 weeks had gone by, and Michael was finally getting comfortable in his new home. Missy had gotten very attached to him, but she knew Carlos was coming to take him back home soon. "Look, Daddy," said Missy. "Michael came onto my finger." I see. He seems happy singing his little song to you." "Oh, Daddy," said Missy, "I'm going to miss him when Carlos comes back. Maybe he'll let us keep him, huh?" "Now, Missy, I don't think that's going to happen. Carlos loved Michael very much, you know that." Just then, the phone rang. Manuel's wife, Anna, answered the phone. It was Carlos. Anna called out to her husband, "Honey, it's Carlos. Pick up the phone." Manuel went to pick up the phone. "Hey, Carlos, how you doing?" "Manuel, ¿cómo estás?" said Carlos. "Carlos, how's your mom doing?" "That's why I'm calling, Manuel. My mother's not doing so well. She needs help here. She's very ill." "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Carlos. Is there anything I can do?" "Actually, there is." "How's Michael doing?" "He's doing all right, Carlos. My daughter loves him." Good. I'm glad to hear that. Listen, Manuel, my mother needs me very much. She's here in this big house and all alone, and there's nothing for me in New York. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, will you please keep Michael for me?" "Are you sure, Carlos?" "It would be too much for me to come back and get him. Besides, I think he's got a very good home there. You don't mind, do you?" "Of course not, Carlos. We'll take good care of him. I hope your mom gets better." "Thanks, Manuel. Maybe someday I'll come by and visit him. Say hello to the family for me, all right?" "Anytime, Carlos. Anytime. Take care." Manuel hung up the phone and went to tell his daughter the good news. "Missy! Oh, Missy!" "What is it, Daddy?" she said. "It seems Carlos found a new home for Michael." "You mean Carlos is coming to take him back?" "No, he's staying in Puerto Rico with his mom. He also said we can keep Michael." "Really, Daddy?" "Really." "Yay!" Missy said. Anna had walked by and overheard the conversation. "It seems nobody asked me if we could keep Michael." "Oh, please, Mommy, can we keep him?" Missy was tearfully asking her mother. Just then, Michael flew off Missy's hand and onto Anna's head. "It looks like he likes you, Mommy, look." "Oh, all right, he can stay, Mommy said. Everyone started laughing while Michael sang his little heart out. The end. There are more stories like this on our new CD, My Child Storytime Volume 1, complete with music and sound effects. Check it out at mychildstorytime.com. That's mychildstorytime.com. Okay, kiddies, I hope you enjoyed the story. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.